Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Golden Falls Golden, what if, whatever you want to call me. And I'm back with What If Tanjiro Had One For All. And this is the finale of this series. And I'll say right off the rip, if you enjoy, please leave a like and subscribe. And I'm not going to waste any more of your time. Let's get right into the what if. Tanjiro is then given a vial by Lady Tamayo, and Tanjiro heads off, hearing from his crow that there is a mansion filled with demons nearby. He begins walking and hears a young man begging a girl to become his wife. "Please, be my wife. I'm gonna die soon." "No, leave me alone. I don't want to be your wife." The girl punches him and the kid continues to beg. Tanjiro walks over to him and he grabs the kid by the shirt. "What? Where are you taking me?" "I'm taking you on a mission with me." "What? No, I don't want to die." "You won't. What's your name?" The kid with the yellow hair responds that his name is Zenitsu, and Tanjiro tells him his name as well. They both then arrive at a nearby mansion and see two little kids in the forest shaking in fear. They approach them and ask the two children what is wrong. The demon took our brother in there. Please help us." Zenitsu looks at Tanjiro and begins crying, begging him to not go in there and that it must be dangerous. Tanjiro brings the kids and Zenitsu in the mansion and begin to look through the mansion for their lost brother, until somehow the area flips and they get separated. Tanjiro continues with the little girl until they come across a room, and on the outside a demon is talking to himself. "Yeah, I know, but where could he even be?" Tanjiro looks over and begins to talk. "Demon, who are you talking to?" The demon just continues to talk to himself. Tanjiro tells the girl to back up and make sure to stay at a safe distance, and he charges at the demon, but his danger sense begins to flare. The demon hits his drum and the room begins to flip. Using One For All at 15%, Tanjiro is able to bounce off the walls in the moving room, closing the distance. Using Danger Sense, he's able to actually predict when the room is going to flip and easily closes the distance. Water breathing, first form, water surface slash. The demon with drums on his body then gets his head cut clean off. How did you move so quickly? So much power." "Wait, you're the kid that Muzan spoke of. The kid that has a power beyond any breathing." Tanjiro looks at the demon as something comes blasting through the roof. A kid with a boar mask enters the building screaming where that demon went. "I defeated the demon you're looking for. He's right here." "What? You already beat him. So this can't be. I will find more demons to beat." The kid with the boar mask runs away, looking for more demons to fight. Tanjiro then finds the brother of the two kids and begins to take them outside. When they see that same kid with the boar mask kicking Zenitsu, screaming that he wants to fight the demon in the box. Zenitsu hugs onto the box, telling him that Tanjiro was protecting this, so it must mean a lot. Tanjiro dashes at insane speeds and throws the boar kid at the tree. "Stop hitting Zenitsu and tell me what you want." "I want to fight that demon." Inosuke charges at Tanjiro, but Tanjiro reaches out and whips extend from him and ties the boar kid up. Tanjiro begins to think what he just did, but a voice within his head tells him that he was just granted another power from one of the past What For All users. "Whoa, this is so cool. How did you do this? Teach me." "I will tell you how to do it if you join us on our missions and stop trying to kill that demon." "Fine, I will stop." "Now, what is your name?" "Name, huh? My name is Inosuke." "Oh, I'm Tanjiro. Nice to meet you." He lets Inosuke go out of the whips, and his arm begins to hurt a bit. "Nice to meet you, Tanjiro." "My name is..." Never mind. They then leave, and Tanjiro's crow begins to tell them to go rest at a nearby place. They do so, and Zenitsu meets Nezuko, and basically chases them around until they head to bed. The next day, their crow begins to inform them about the demons in the nearby forest, and that demon slayers go in but never come out. They head off and they're about to arrive, and Zenitsu begins to cry and freak out and say that they're all going to be killed. They end up leaving him behind, saying that he feel free to join them when he is ready. They enter to find another demon slayer, and he begins to explain that others are being controlled by some weird strings. They enter the further into the forest to see these demon slayers, and they basically are subdued by these strings. They end up actually subduing the demon slayers though by throwing them up onto trees, basically stringing them up, eventually heading in the direction of the main demon. Out of the forest then came a headless demon puppet that began trying to kill Tanjiro and Inosuke. Tanjiro then distracts the demon, getting in a perfect position where Inosuke could leap from a tree, slicing into the vital points to kill it. With the help of Tanjiro as well, using 1 for all out of 15%, they both slice the demon, killing it. Tanjiro jumps on a nearby tree, seeing the main demon, a female demon that seemingly begins to accept her death as if she was happy to die. Tanjiro realizes this and begins to get sad, and decides to send the demon on a peaceful death. Water breathing, 5th form, blessed rain after drought. He slices her head off, but the demon feels no pain and begins to cry, tears of joy, now that she can finally move on to the next world. I'm sorry for whatever you had to go through to want death in such a way. Inosuke and Tanjiro continue throughout the forest until a giant demon comes out of the trees, blindsiding Tanjiro, and he goes flying off the mountain. Inosuke, survive! Tanjiro crashes into a tree and falls on the ground, and can hear someone talking in front of him. You truly want to be my sister, you need to make yourself useful, because right now you're nothing. Now go do as I say and kill those demon slayers. She cries and runs off. Why would you talk to your sister like that? What do you mean, dumb human? Questioning my motives. Tanjiro takes out a sword with an insanely typed grip. I can tell you're different than the others. My name is Rui, one of the 12 Kizuki. Now die for disturbing my family. Strings began flying around Tanjiro. He tries to cut through them using 5% of 1 for all, realizing that he barely can. He cranks it up to 15%, allowing him to close the distance toward Rui. Oh, little demon slayer, this isn't even my max output. Blood begins to drip from Rui's strings, and they are all about to hit Tanjiro, but Nezuko jumps in the way, basically blocking him. Is this your sister? A demon? And she protects you like that? Rui pulls Nezuko into the trees. Give her back to me, you stupid demon! Tanjiro charges at him, activating 20% of 1 for all without noticing. I will kill you! His sword lights ablaze and his speed increases by a ton. Smoke begins to be outputted from his body and covers the area. Where are you, you dumb demon slayer? Tanjiro ends up behind Rui, slicing his head off so fast that in one blazing swing, the light can be seen all throughout the forest. Tanjiro catches Nezuko as she falls to the ground. Nezuko, please rest up. What? Danger sense. He looks to see a female demon slayer about to swing at Nezuko, and in an instant he grabs her with Black Whip. What are you doing? She's my sister. Why are you trying to kill her? She's a demon, dear demon slayer. No, please let me go and let me do my job. Tomioka approaches from behind, telling Shinobu that this kid is basically what everyone has been talking about. She looks at them in shock, and crows begin to request them to go to the Hashira mansion with Tanjiro and the demon Nezuko. Tanjiro puts her in her box, and they begin to head off to the mansion. When they arrive, the helpers try to tie up Tanjiro, but he refuses, telling them that there's no reason for that. Plus, rope can't even hold him if they wanted it to. They decide to listen, and Tanjiro is questioned by the Hashira while he is carrying around a demon. The Wind Hashira even stabs into the box where Nezuko is, and as the master of the mansion arrives, they all bow. He explains that Nezuko has never hurt a demon or eaten one, and that Tanjiro, Urokodaki, and Tomioka have accepted the terms of suicide if she does so in the future. The Wind Hashira then takes the box to the master and cuts himself. Nezuko then refuses to drink his blood, and the master says that proves it even more that Nezuko is now a demon slayer. Tanjiro and Inosuke are then sent to the infirmary, but Tanjiro wasn't hurt, nowhere near as bad as the others, so his rehab and training start a lot sooner. One night he's working on controlling his breathing constantly, and he's approached by Shinobu. She asked him if it was true that he had the mysterious power that legend says comes from another universe. He explains that his mother once said that it was like a ball of light that entered my body, but I never knew that the power would be this. She tells him that she wants him to find a way to befriend demons, that she can't do it anymore. That he looks at her in shock, and she explains that she isn't dying by any means, but after seeing him and Nezuko, that her sister's wishes would be best fit within him. He smiles, saying that he will do his best, and he continues training. After he's mastered total concentration constant, he finds that he can now use 30% to 35% of One For All. He then took the time to help train Inosuke and Zenitsu and what he has learned, and then they were basically given the task to meet Rengoku at the train. Tanjiro, the day before they left, asked Shinobu about this fire breathing that he experienced, but she told him that she has no clue, but he should ask Rengoku. They arrive at the train, and Inosuke wants to fight it, and Tanjiro thinks that it's some mythical creature, but they enter and begin searching for Rengoku. They come across a cart, and they hear him. "Delicious! Delicious! Delicious!" They approach him, saying that they are fellow demon slayers, and he accepts them as pupils without them even asking. Tanjiro asks about this fire power that he experienced, and also asks if he knows anything about One For All. Rengoku then tells him he knows about flame breathing, but not fire breathing, and also he doesn't know much about One For All, except that it's a power that supposedly comes from another world. The lights begin to flicker like crazy in the train, and demons appear, but as soon as they do, Rengoku springs into action, swiftly eliminating them. Whoa, that was amazing, Rengoku! All three of them begin to ask to be trained by him, in which he agrees, and they all sit down. A helper on the train walks into their cart, and Tanjiro's danger sense begins to flare like crazy. Wait, there are two things? This guy and a person toward the front of the train. Please, let me stamp your ticket. Tanjiro appears behind the guy and chops his neck, knocking him out. They all ask what is he doing, and he explains that danger sense, and basically letting him stamp the ticket meant something bad for all of us. Now Inosuke, follow me. Rengoku, Zenitsu, stay here, because if my suspicion is correct, then you need to protect the people that are on this train. They both exit out the window and see a demon standing in the front of the train. Why don't you all just sleep? I could have given you such an amazing dream. Tanjiro notices that danger sense is practically screaming at the demon's hands, so he knows to make sure to look away from them at all costs. Now I will just send you to sleep myself. They charge at the demon, and Tanjiro avoids the demon's hands that will basically put him to sleep, and without even using One For All, he cuts the demon's head off. You really thought that it was over? Well, I am this entire train. Both of them basically realize that the real neck they need to cut must be at the front of the train. They go there, and the conductor is waiting and tries to stab Tanjiro, but he knocks him out before he could actually get the chance. These tentacles emerge, trying to stop the both of them, but Inosuke steps in, slicing them up. Tanjiro, you destroy the neck. Tanjiro nods and activates One For All at 30%. One For All, Kagura's dance! In a blaze of fire and electricity, Tanjiro slices down into the train and slices the demon's neck. The demon crawls out of the train, and it seemingly disintegrates. The train is then stopped and everyone exits. Rengoku begins to talk. "Good job, all of you. I'm very impressed." Further away, someone speaks. Could have been better. Upper 3 demon, Akaza. Rengoku tells them all to back up and that this demon isn't something they can handle. Their fight begins and Rengoku is somewhat keeping up, but the group realizes that Rengoku is losing this fight. "Come on, Rengoku, become a demon and we can fight forever." Rengoku then gets stabbed in the stomach slightly. "Just say the word and you can become just like me. My wounds heal immediately and you'll never die." Rengoku backs up. "I will never become a demon. As long as my heart beats, I will fight and I will win. When you feel you can't win, set your heart ablaze and still fight on." Rengoku charges in and slices into Akaza, trying to decapitate him. Tanjiro charges in, realizing that Akaza is about to kill Rengoku. He slices at Akaza, cutting part of his face and then getting kicked away. "I will not let Rengoku do this alone. If that means destroying my body, so be it. One for all, 100%. Tanjiro charges in an instant. Not even Akaza could see him. He slices Akaza in half, barely missing his head. Akaza tries to think that this kid must have the power that Muzan spoke of. But how? How is he this strong? "I will kill you where you stand, you stupid demon." Akaza realizes the situation he's in and tries to make his escape. Tanjiro stops mid-chase and screams in pain. "Oh, my body. It hurts so bad." Akaza turns, thinking that he could kill the kid, but the sun is about to be up. He leaves thinking that if the kid masters that power, every demon, including Muzan himself, will be in trouble. "Tanjiro, are you okay?" Yeah, I'm fine, but my whole body may be broken." He passes out, and the three of them look at Tanjiro in shock of what he just did. And that is the end of this What If. Yes, I know the Demon Slayer Season 2 should be coming out in hopefully this October. And I do normally, so I think I've done it maybe once or twice. I can't remember. I think for sure once I've done a manga edition of a Demon Slayer What If. If this gets enough support, I will definitely do that. But currently at this moment, I do not plan on making a manga edition for What If Tanjiro had One for All. But if y'all want it that badly, I can do that. But of course, in the future, whatever I make, whatever What Ifs I make for Demon Slayer, I could end up making a manga edition. But yeah, I mean, with Season 2 approaching very, very, very soon, hopefully we won't even have to worry about that, won't have to sweat about that, and we can be going into Season 2 pretty soon. But yeah, that's about it. I hope all of y'all enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and make sure to comment down below any other suggestions for what ifs you would like to see. And make sure to check the description below for my other socials. And yeah, that's about it. Everyone have an amazing day. Later.